So we're going to get data from the database, get it as a PHP array, and then convert it to JSON. So I'll show you how to do all of this in this video. So I'm going to start off by creating a new database in PHP So I'm just going to create it. I'm going to call it customers. It consists of ID, first name, last name. Now need to add another field and phone. So varchar 100, varchar 100. I'll add the emails 255. I'm just going to keep the phone simple and stick to 10. I need to auto increment for the ID. I need to make the email unique. If I click the save button, that's created the customer's database. I'm going to go to the GitHub project and just copy this below statement so I can add in some sample data. Again, this will be available in the link in the description of this YouTube video. If I use the MySQL tab, paste that statement in and click the go button, that should run it. Okay, great. So we've got the database and we've got some data that we can use. Okay, so I've just created an empty folder in VS Code and opened it up. So I'm going to add in a new PHP file. So I'm going to call this db connect. So this will be used to connect to the database. I'm just going to add in the database details to log in. Because I'm using PDO, I'm going to need a data source name. DSN. It's going to be in this format, so MySQL :db name equals db name. Host equals db host. Next thing I need is the PDO object. So PDO equals new PDO. You pass in the data source name, then you pass in the DB user and the DB password. Okay, so the next thing to do will be to create the index.php file. And I'm going to include that db connect file into this one. So there we go. I'm going to write a MySQL statement to get all the users. So select all from customers. And I'll use the PDO prepare, which will pass in that MySQL statement, and a PDO statement object. Use the PDO statement to run the execute method, which will do the execution of the statement. Use the PDO statement to get the actual data. So I need the fetch all, and I need to set the format. So fetch ASOC associated customers. Next thing to do will be to output the data. So since this is an API, I'm going to output it as a JSON. So to convert the PHP array to JSON, you use the JSON encode function, and then you pass in the customers array, which will contain all the customer data from the database. and then I'm going to exit it here. So, okay. So now I'm going to run this code in the browser. You can see that the data's output as JSON, so I'm just going to use a plugin so it's easy to look at this data. And as you can see, I've just used a plugin to format it so you can see that it's clearly in JSON. And you could also look at it in parsed format. So what this means is it's just, you can look at it as an array, and you can sort of close up each element. So this is the Chrome plugin I'm using. It's called JSON Formatter. So it just makes it so when you call an API, it just formats the data, so it just makes it easy to look at and read. So I recommend using something like this when you want to look at when you call endpoints in the browser. So I hope this video has been helpful to you. Leave a comment below if you have any queries and issues, and thanks for watching.